Good morning, everybody. Glad to have you here today. Thank you for taking a moment with me. If you will, like, share, comment on the post, and then you can join me in Genesis chapter number 38. We're going to look at one verse today, verse number 11. That reads this way: Then Judah said to Tamar, his daughter-in-law, Remain a widow in your father's house till Shelah, my son, grows up. For he feared that he would die like his brothers. So Tamar went and remained in her father's house. Judah here lets us see that he is less than forthright. He is also not very spiritually aware to see that God here is working and doing something. So look what he does. He says to Tamar, he says, listen, my youngest son is too young right now to get married. So what you do is you go on back home, and when he gets old enough, we'll send for you, and you can marry him and have a child, and take care of this whole inheritance thing that we've been trying to, this heritage and thing that we've been trying to get squared away. Just go on home. We'll cross that bridge down the road. But then notice what it says. He says he feared that he would die. The he here is not Judah. He says, I'm afraid you going back home. I don't want my son to marry you. You're a jinx. Said, you done killed two of my boys. I don't want you to marry a third one. And whether he, whatever reason he thinks she's involved somehow, she's connected some way to the death of two of his sons, and so I'm not about to let you marry the third one. The point being, Judah doesn't see what God is doing, and Judah's just in general blind here. He doesn't see that the reason his other two sons are dead is not because of Tamar. It's because his other two sons were rotten. They were wicked. They were evil. God saw their heart, and that they would have never followed him, and so he allowed them to die. And Judah was so far from God himself that he was blind. And he didn't see what was going on. And he didn't see his own son's wickedness. He didn't realize that this isn't Tamar's doings. These boys are not dead because of anything she did. They're dead because of their actions. And so he fails to see that. He fails to see God is working to bring about his plan. And it all comes back to because Judah himself is living out of the will of God and blind to the things of God. And again, we'll probably never find ourselves in this situation. We'll probably never find ourselves in a situation of our sons marrying, going through three sons marrying one woman trying to have a son. It's just not what we do. We'll probably never find ourselves in Judah's exact situation. But we do often find ourselves in places where we overlook wickedness, especially in our children. Many people, their children be mean as snakes, and they'll make excuses for them and overlook their wickedness while quick to point out the sins of others, and quick to do that, and blind to what God is doing. God's trying to work. God's trying to speak. God's trying to move. And sometimes even in our churches and our homes, God's trying to work, and we're fighting it because we don't see God at work. I would encourage you, like the words to one of our favorite hymns, I once was blind, but now I see. Pray that God would help us to have open eyes. God, I want to see you at work. I want to see what you're doing, and then I want to join in. Let's have that prayer. Let it be a common prayer in our churches and our homes. God, don't let me overlook wickedness. Don't let me be blind to wickedness. Don't let me be blind to your way. I want to see as you see. Lord, there was a song many years ago that said, I want my Father's eyes. I want to see like God sees. I hope you'll join me in that prayer today. All right, have a good one. We'll see you here tomorrow morning.